Hello, great learners. You're welcome once again to Math Theatre TV. In our lecture today, we're reviewing some jump past questions. So we have two questions here to look at right now. The first one says, if 3 log a2 plus 5 log a2 minus 6 log a2 equals log 64 base 2, should find the value of a. So quickly, we solve this by saying 3 log a2 plus 5 log a2 minus 6 log a2 equals log 64 base 2. Now, if you look closely on the left hand side, you will discover that log a2 is a common factor among the three terms here. So we'll bring out log a2, then we'll factorize log a2 into this. We're going to have 3. Into this, we're going to have plus 5. And into this, we're going to have minus 6. The right hand side is still log 64 base 2. All right. Then from here, simplify what we have in the bracket. 3 plus 5, that's a. And 8 minus 6 will give us 2. So we have log a2 base 2 is equals to log a64. Right? So log 2, we cancel out log a, here is log 2, yes 2, yes 2, yes 2, okay? So log 2, we cancel out log 2, so we're left with what? A squared is equals to what? 64. Then we found the square root of both sides. The square will cancel out the square root sign, so A is equals to what? A will give us 8, and that's the value of 8. Now let's get to question 2 quickly. Log s base 3 is equals to y is equals to what? Log 9, 2s minus 1 base 9. Now, resolving this now, let's take this part first. We have log s3 equals y. Then if we apply indices rule here, this is going to give us s is equals to what? 3 raised to the power y. If we apply indices rule here. Then also connect these two together as well. If y equals log 2s minus 1 base 9, then also if we apply indices rule here, 9 raised to the power y will be equals to what? 2x minus 1. That is changing from log to indices or indices to log, right? Okay, now we'll call this equation 1. Then this equation 2. Now we can simplify this further. The 9 here will be sent as 3 raised to the power what? 2y. 3 raised to the power 2 is 9. It's equals to 2x minus 1. That's still our equation 2. Right? Then we have agreed that what s is equals to what? 3 raised to the power y in equation 1. Now we substitute the value of what? X now into this equation. So we have 3 raised to the power 2y is equals to what? 2. The value of x here now is 3 raised to the power y. 3 raised to the power y in bracket minus 1. Okay. Now this can be expressed as what? 3 raised to the power y all squared. Here we have 2, 3 raised to the power what? Y. Then minus 1. Okay? Alright, we can say here, let what? Let m equals what? 3 raised to the power what? Y. Now if we replace this with m now, we're going to end up having m squared is equals to 2. The 3 raised to the power y is m, then minus 1. Now, taking this to the left hand side, we're going to have m squared minus 2m plus 1 equals 0. Now, this has taken us to what? To quadratic equation. Alright. Now, factorize. We're going to solve this now by factorization now, right? Okay, 1 times the coefficient here times this will give us 1. So minus 1 minus 2 will give us this. So the factors of what? If we multiply the coefficients of the first term and the last term, that will give us 1. And the two factors that we can add to give us the middle term is what? Minus 1, minus 1. So we use that to replace the middle term. So that will give us m squared minus what? Minus m minus m. That will give us minus 2m. Then plus 1 equals what? 0. Now resolving this via what? Factorization. Okay. Now here will give us what now? Now for group, so we're going to have m into what? Into m minus 1, then minus 1 into what? M also minus 1 equals 0, right? So we have m minus 1 and also what? M minus 1 equals 0. Now resolving either of them now will give us what? M will be equals to what? Will be 1 two times, twice. Resolve this, you have 1, resolve this, you have 1. So that's m is equals to what? 1 twice. Now, if you're getting any value from the question we're resolving, why not hit the like button, turn the notification bell on, and also subscribe to Material TV channel so you get instant notification whenever we post interesting lectures as the one you're listening to right now. So now let's proceed. So don't forget that we said m is equals to what? 3y. Now we have the value of m. So if we replace the value of m as what? But m equals 3 raised to the power y. So m is 1 now. So 1 is equals to 3 raised to the power y. Alright? Okay. Now this can also replace as what? At 3 raised to the power 0. From this is what? Rule as well. 3 raised to the power 0 is equals to 1. So we have 3 raised to the power y. So the 3 will cancel out 3. So the value of y is equals to what? Value of y is equals to 0. Alright? Now go back, return back now and put the value of y here now. Substitute the value of y into equation 1. So s will be equals to what? 3 raised to the power what? Y is now what? Y is 0. And s is equals to what? 3 raised to the power 0 is what? Is 1. So therefore, the value of x is 1 and the value of y is 0. And that's the solution to what? To this very question. So once again, if you've got any value from these two questions, why not hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, turn the bell notification on so you get instant notification as we begin to review some Jamb past questions as you get set for your Jamb this year. All right, now let's see two more questions still on what? Still on Jamb past questions. Now, this one says, obtain the equation of a line with y-intercept of 4:3 and is parallel to what? To this very what? Equation. All right. Now, how do we resolve this? Now, we remember that what y is equals to what? Mx plus what? Plus c. That's our standard what? Format for equation, where the m there is what? That's the slope. And the c is what? The c is the intercept. Okay, now let's bring this equation out first. So we have 5y minus 4x plus 7 equals 0. Now what we'll do from here now, first of all, we make y subject to the formula. So we're going to say 5y will equals to what? This cross to this side becomes 4x, and this cross over to this side becomes negative 7. Then we'll divide both sides by 5 to make what? To make the y free. So y becomes what? 4s all raised to 5 minus 7 all raised to what? 5. Alright? Now, comparing this now with this equation here, 4 raised to 5, this becomes the slope. Right? Then y, this is what? This is the intercept. This is the intercept. Right? So, for us to get the equation now, we return back now and substitute these values here. But we're not going to use this anyway because the intercept for this very equation was given to us as 4:3. The intercept on the y-axis. So returning back to this, our y will equals to what? Our slope here is 4:5 x, okay, plus our intercept as given to us in the equation is what? Is 4:3. 4:3. Okay, so resolving this now, we're going to have y equals, the LCM here is going to be 15. Okay, 5 into 15, that's 3. 3 times this will give us 12x. 3 into 15, that's 5. 5 times 4, that's 20. So we're going to have, by cross multiplication, our 15y will equals to what? 12x plus 20. So moving everything to the left hand side, this will now give us 15y. When this cross becomes negative 12s, this cross becomes negative 20 equals what? 0. So this becomes what? The equation to what? To that line that is parallel to what? To this very one. All right, quickly. Now let's get to the second question, which says to simplify this. Now this is the same thing as what? 6 all ratio what? Root 5 minus root 2 and root 5 again minus root 2 by virtue of the square here, right? So this gives us 6 all ratio 5 times root 5 is what? Root 25, which will give us 5. Root 5 times this, that will give us root 10. Then minus root 2 times this, that's minus root 10 as well. Then minus root 2 times minus root 2, that will give us positive root 4. Positive root 4, and square root of 4 is 2. Okay? So here we're going to have 5 plus 2, that's 7. That's 7. Then minus root 10 will give us minus 2 root 10. Okay. Now, simplifying further now, we do what? We're going to rationalize the denominator. So that will give us 6 ratio 7 minus 2 root 10. Right? Then times what? 7 plus 2 root 10. All ratio what? 7 plus 2 root 10. When we rationalize the denominator. So you're going to have what here now? 6 all ratio what? 7 times 7. That will give us 49. No, sorry. Now we're going to multiply the numerator. Now let's proceed from here. Let's come down this way. 6 times this for the numerator first, that will give us 42. Then 6 times plus this, that will give us 12 root 10. That's for the numerator. Then at the denominator, we'll have 7, that's 49. 7 times this will give us positive 14 root 10. Then minus 2 root 10 times this. This will give us negative 14 root 10 as well. Then minus 2 root 10 times positive 2 root 10 to give us negative 4 root 100. 4 root 100. So from here we're going to have positive 14 root 10 will cancel out negative 14 root 10. Then we have 42 plus 12 root 10. All ratio what? 49 minus what? Root 100 is 10. 10 times 4, that's 40. Okay? So here we're going to have 42 plus 12 root 10. All ratio 49 minus 40 will give us 9. Okay? So if we separate the denominators now, we're going to have 42 all ratio 9 plus 12 root 10 all ratio 9. So here we have 3 years 3, 3 years 14. 3 into 9 is 3, 3 years 4. So we end up having 14 plus 4 root 10 all ratio what? All ratio 3 as the LCM there. And this becomes the solution to this very question. Now, so those are the interesting questions we've looked at now in our Jamb past question. So I want to encourage you one more time. If you've gotten any value from the 4 questions we've treated so far, why not? Hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, turn the bell notification on so you get instant notification as we begin to review some Jamb questions as you get set to sit for your exam this year. So until I see you in our next lecture, don't forget, this is Maths Theatre TV, and your success is my delight. Peace.